I am so suing you, you're gonna pay for this!
You're the driver, not me, and I got it all on tape.
It began with a faint thud in the middle of the night. Marcus, a black software engineer who had moved into the manicured suburb of Oak Crest for the peace, assumed it was a raccoon. By morning, his mailbox was bent like it had lost a bar fight. 2 days later, it was obliterated, ripped from the ground. This wasn't an accident. It was a message. As the only black man on the block, Marcus was used to being watched, but this was aggressive. Have you ever felt like someone was playing a game with you and you didn't know the rules? Marcus filed a complaint with the HOA. Behind the desk sat Brenda, the neighborhood's self-appointed queen. She adjusted her pearls and gave Marcus a smile sharp enough to cut glass. "Someone is targeting my property," Marcus said. Brenda didn't look at his photos. "Well, Marcus, the board has received complaints about your home. That mailbox, it's a navigational hazard. And the color, it's supposed to be antique bronze, not that gloomy gray. Honestly, if it keeps getting hit, it's because it shouldn't be there. Maybe you just don't fit the aesthetic of this community." He walked out realizing the truth. The person looking into it was the one behind the wheel. That night, Marcus didn't sulk. He strategized. He needed physics. He and an old friend slid a 4-inch thick cold-rolled steel pipe inside a standard cedar post. They anchored it 4 feet deep into a half-ton block of reinforced concrete. On the outside, it looked like a flimsy HOA-compliant post. He even painted it the illegal gray again, just to bait the hook. He added a 4K hidden camera in the eaves of his porch and a high-gain microphone. Don't you hate it when calm feels temporary, like the silence before a storm? Sunday morning, a gray SUV, the exact shade of Brenda's ego, crept down the street. Brenda was in her neon pink tracksuit, gripping the wheel. She didn't just drift, she floored it. Crunch. The sound was magnificent. The SUV's front end folded like an accordion. Brenda's airbag exploded with a muffled bang, filling her cabin with white dust. Marcus stepped onto the porch. "Morning, Brenda. Swerving to miss a cat again?" Brenda staggered out, dazed and covered in white powder. You'll pay for this. This is a booby trap. I'm suing you for every dime." The courtroom was packed. Brenda's lawyer paced confidently. "Your Honor, my client suffered severe whiplash and total loss of her vehicle due to a malicious, undocumented hazard designed specifically to cause harm." The judge, a no-nonsense woman named Holloway, looked at Marcus. "Mr. Vance, do you have a defense?" "I do, Your Honor." Marcus handed a tablet to the clerk. "I checked the county code. There is no law against reinforcing a mailbox to protect it from repeated vandalism. Vandalism I reported to the HOA 3 times with 0 response. I wasn't setting a trap, I was building a barricade." Marcus hit play. The video showed Brenda hitting the mailbox 3 separate times over 2 weeks. But it was the Sunday morning audio that froze the room. After the airbag deployed, the mic captured. Brenda screaming, "I told that man he didn't belong in this neighborhood. I'll keep hitting it until he packs his bags and leaves." The judge's face went from curiosity to cold fury. She slammed her gavel so hard the sound echoed like a gunshot. "Be quiet, counsel," she barked at Brenda's lawyer, who had tried to object. She turned her gaze to Brenda. "Miss Miller, you didn't bring a lawsuit today. You brought a confession." The judge leaned over the bench. "First, your claim is denied. Second, I am finding you in summary contempt of court for filing a frivolous suit based on a crime you committed. But we aren't stopping there." Judge Holloway looked at the stenographer. "I am formally referring this entire case, the video, the audio, and the HOA records, to the district attorney's office. I am recommending a review for felony vandalism and ethnic intimidation under the state's hate crime statutes. Bailiff, take Miss Miller into custody. I'm setting a $50,000 bond pending her arraignment." Brenda's jaw dropped. The Queen of Oak Crest was led out in handcuffs, her neon pink tracksuit clashing with the steel of the shackles. Brenda didn't just lose the case. She lost her life as she knew it. The HOA board, terrified of a civil rights lawsuit from Marcus, stripped her of her title and issued a formal apology. Her insurance company refused to pay for the SUV, citing intentional criminal acts. Marcus didn't move. He stayed right there in his house, behind his gray mailbox. It's still standing, strong, untouched, and holding the mail of a man who refused to be moved. From the other side of silence, Toss stories where real voices rise and truth finds its echo. Like, subscribe, and share. Because some people think a title gives them the right to drive over you. But eventually, they're going to hit something that doesn't bend.